Ouija boards. You might think it's a game. The devil doesn't play games. He's in it for all the high stakes, your soul.
And for any of you that are wondering, well, hopefully you said goodbye. Oh, I did. Last time I ever played it. About a year ago. I'll never play demonic stuff like this again.
I've covered this subject over and over again, and when I watch the video of this woman talking so casually how she thinks it's totally fine playing around with the spirit board, I know that it's important to keep on warning people about this.
And myself and many of my friends that also do paranormal investigating have used Ouija boards countless times, and have had nothing truly malevolent ever happen. Now, could bad stuff potentially happen? Sure. The very first time I used an Ouija board when I was a young teenager, we had some really wild stuff happen in the house afterwards. At the time, I interpreted that as evil and malicious and scary. But in hindsight, with the experience that I have, I look back and it's like, oh no, that was just some really interesting paranormal phenomena, but I was never hurt. No one was ever hurt. No one got possessed. So, moral of the story for Ouija boards and other fun ones like the Holy Spirit board, it's not playing with fire. You are playing with a piece of wood or chipboard with engravings or with printed paper adhered to it, and that's it. There's nothing inherently bad or evil or dangerous about a piece of chipboard with printed paper on it. It's a tool for spirit communication, and it's all about how you use it. And I've used them a gajillion billion times and not possessed yet.
And speaking of the spirit board, why don't you take a look at this example? I've decided to share this one after making sure there's nothing too scary in the video. But this happened while he was playing around with that thing.
¿Fuiste tú? No. No, neta, ¿fuiste tú?
No.
No, ya en serio.
Que no.
No manches, ¿neta no fuiste? Ay, no. No, ¿sabes qué?
No. Continuemos, el portal está abierto.
No, la verdad es que no, ya no. No. Ya me quiero ir. No, ya me quiero ir. Ya no quiero jugar. Ya no quiero jugar. O sea, yo vi que salió volando. ¡Ay, no! ¡No, qué tal! ¡No me espantes así, en serio! ¡No me espantes así! ¡No, por favor! ¿Qué hago? ¡Ay, ayúdenme! ¡Ayúdenme a rezar, por favor! Necesito ayuda, por favor. Aquí por ayuda. Ayúdame a rezar. Estaba jugando esa pieza.
¿Entiendes?
Ayúdame, por favor.
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nosotros tu reino. Hágase tu voluntad.
And recently I've covered in a couple of videos how to get rid of cursed items properly. And this is applicable to the board as well. There's this video of people trying to get rid of the spirit board by burning it.
Ouija boards. You might think it's a game. The devil doesn't play games. He's in it for all the high stakes, your soul. If you have played with a Ouija board, you must go to confession. And I would say if you have one, what you must do is pour holy water over it, and then I would burn it. At the very least, throw it out. Or bring it to your priest and tell him you don't want it anymore, and he can take care of it.
Will not burn. The Ouija board is not even getting touched. Look. Oh my God.
There's a little piece on
fire.
It
is on the bottom.
This thing's pure evil.
Anyways. Look at that. It's melting. That's right. And for any of you that are wondering, well, hopefully you said goodbye. Oh, I did. Last time I ever played it. About a year ago. I'll never play demonic stuff like this again.
But here's the problem though, and it's a very big problem, and that is when the parents themselves think that this is harmless. Listen to this.
And I had one mother rail me out some time ago. She said, "Oh, you worry about these Ouija board. There's nothing wrong with them." I'll tell you, he found out otherwise. The problem with all those things is there are spiritual realities. And so when we invoke Jesus, we invoke Mary and the saints and angels, we invoke God, the one true God, God hears us and responds to us. When we start invoking these pagan gods, which are no gods, or these nameless spiritual realities like Reiki, whatever, the bishops have condemned Reiki. Why? Because you're invoking these nameless spiritual energies. And who's going to answer? Oh, there's the earth goddess is going to answer. Yeah, right. Or this sort of pagan. No. You keep dialing that number with tarot cards or Ouija boards or magic or whatever. Satan's eventually going to answer that call. And the problem with a lot of these young people today, they're practicing witchcraft. And they say, well, okay, I can protect myself from demons. I'm going to draw this circle on the ground and throw some whatever and say some little magic incantation. I'm going to be protected from demons. Nonsense. You think you can practice this magic and write a circle on the ground and be protected from demons? They'll say, oh no, I experienced it. I realized I saw the demons outside the circle screaming, couldn't get in. No, they're jerking you around. They're playing with you. They're playing you. And people don't realize it. That's why it's so dangerous. And by the way, doing what we call divination, tarot cards, occult, witchcraft, magic, all that kind of stuff, the demons associated with that are particularly difficult to get rid of. When we have someone who comes to us, I've had several people practice witchcraft for 10 years. I mean, it takes years to scrub them up and get rid of that stuff. So when you're involved in this serious evil, you give the demons a real. So there's some real things you don't want to do. Of course, a pact with Satan of any sort. You give me this, I'll give you that. Do it with blood. Do it with money, whatever. A contract, whatever. That's about as bad as it gets. Number one. Or divination, some sort of witchcraft and magic. I'm going to do these incantations and rituals, and I'm going to get what I want. Oh no, I'm going to do good with it. No. You can't do good with evil means, because many times what happens is the person is actually, and that's by the way what witches will do. They'll gather around, and one of them, those who practice sorcery, one of them they'll have these gatherings, and they'll summon demons. And they'll summon demons. This is a high level of black magic. Whatever. They summon demons into their lives and try to have that black power in them, the demonic power. And so the demons do know things that we don't. But you're playing with fire. And if you think you can control it, so many times witches say, I can control this. What makes you think you can control demons? You gotta be kidding.
Well then, that will be all for the video this time. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. And hopefully all of you have learned so much from this video. And remember, if ever you have any feedback or suggestion, please let us know in the comments below. And until the next one, thanks again for watching and may God bless you.